Trip Digital Radio Sound Art Expression DJ Journey. I'm here again with the Cypher Connection. What's up, Kiki? How
What's
are you?
up? How you doing?
Good, good. Great week.
Mhm.
Productive. Everything's good.
Good.
So you have a guest with us.
I do have a
I
guest
think I
here.
was there that night that this guy was here, and I know I usually say that, and I
Yeah.
only came to one Cypher Connection.
I was gonna say. I
Pardon
think it
my
was just
schedule,
one. It's all good.
but that's why you're here,
Yes.
bringing the Cypher to the world. So
Yes.
introduce our guest.
So I got a guest here tonight that was here at our very, very first Cypher Connection. We got our man Dogma in the house.
Dogma.
Hey guys, how you doing?
How do you spell that?
Dogma, and I just put a period on it to kind of make it like a statement, you know?
Okay.
So, like
Got
that.
it. Would you come up with the name?
Yeah, I was just in a philosophy class because I'm a major at Cal Poly Pomona. So like I was reading like this text from Descartes, and he was talking about the dogmatic principles of being a skeptic, and I was like, you know what, dogma doesn't sound like a bad name. And then it ended up being a name of a movie that I never saw by like one of my favorite directors too, Kevin Smith. It's called Dogma. Still haven't seen it yet, but hopefully I can soon. But that's where that's where the name derived from.
What's up?
Nice, nice.
What's up? So you got a series of questions for Dogma.
Yeah, we got some questions for you. So Dogma, where are you from? You mentioned you're from Cal Poly, but
Yeah, I just go to Cal Poly. I'm a senior.
still
Yeah, I'm on my last year right now.
nice.
So actually just came back from class. I've been up since like 6 a.m. But you know,
Oh dang.
I'm doing good.
Okay.
But I'm from Chino, California. So
Chino.
you know, Chino, you know.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was just an Inland Empire little kid.
Uh-huh.
You know, that's where I'm from.
So, tell the people what kind of artist you are.
I like to call myself a singer-songwriter. That plays like indie music, kind of alternative rock, and I'm still kind of trying to reach out to different branches like hip hop. And I'm supposed to be working with Willie V soon, and hopefully, if my friend Tristan decides to come out of his, his little. He's shell, yeah. 'Cause
Yeah.
he's really shy, I guess, when he comes to performing to people.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Okay, so when did you start like singing, songwriting?
So I've been doing this for taking it seriously for like about 2 years now. But music's been in my life since I was 5. Like my mom bought me a guitar when I was 5.
Oh,
So I've been serious for the past 2 years, but I've been playing since I was like 5.
5 years old. You've been playing the guitar.
Yeah.
Did you like write songs at a young age?
Yeah, I tried to, like I would I listened. The thing that encouraged me were the Naked Brothers band, and like I try to get their songs and then put like somebody else's name into it and say it to a different girl. And this is me like at like age 8, so it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Like, always a hopeless romantic as a kid.
Yeah, that's cute. So, what kind of artists like inspired you over the years?
A lot has, I've always tried to touch different roots of music. I started off listening to country.
Mm.
I don't know how, but yeah, and then I moved towards listening to like hard rock, and then I went to punk, and then metal, and then I'm back listening to like soft music. So I say my big influences got to be like The Strokes. I really love the lyricism of Julian Casablancas. Also Zach De La Roach from Rage Against the Machine too. The way he progresses in his movements,
Mm.
it's just something. I wrote a paper on it in my race and racism class on how he talks about in Vietnam, that one song. And I say Simon and Garfunkel because I like the way they sound, and I think the last one probably would be the Growlers. I really like the way Brooks has a harsh voice when he talks, like raspy.
So you like that kind of
Yeah,
sound?
it's kind of like, I don't know. It sounds like Bob Dylan, if like Bob Dylan and Johnny Cash had a kid. It'd be Brooks.
So Dogma is your name, and you mentioned like some writers and like how they have a movement in their music. So is there a certain kind of like message you like to write, or?
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to work on writing something political because I have this big group project at the end of this semester, and I'm thinking about writing a song for it, and I'm trying to make it talk about how the prison like complex works and how people are just like and how people are just being taken in, like they get like incarcerated and through the prison system, and then it just keeps taking them back and forth because it's the way the system's like built up. And I liked Elizabeth Anderson's book called the New Jim Crow, which says that the new Jim Crow is criminalizing Black Americans by putting them inside the prison. And dang, I lost my train of thought on that one. So sorry.
That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, I just something along those lines, something that's social and political, but mostly it's just kind of like sappy, like love stuff, trying to like get the message out about like
pouring your heart out.
Yeah, the messages I learned throughout growing up in like high school and the heartbreaks that I had to go through in order to understand that the way I was acting wasn't the way that I should have been. And it took me a lot to realize that, and like when I was able to put it in through a song, I wanted everybody to at least know, like, feel the emotion, like what I'm trying to put out towards.
Right. So do you have anything that you're working on now? Like, do you have any albums out? Like, where can we find your music?
You could find music on pretty much anything. You can even goes from like Tidal to Amazon Music to platforms I never heard of. I did it through this website, and you could find it like Apple Music's a great. That's where I usually go. Spotify too. Wait, what was the beginning of the question?
Do you like how many albums do you have? Or are you working on one?
I'm trying to work on one right now, but it's kind of hectic since school starts. So I had this core, like I have a whole song, like the outline of what I want it to say, but I just don't know what to say in it yet. And I just been writing lyrics in my notebooks during class, just trying to figure out what I'm gonna say.
So you came to the Cypher Connection, our very first one. How did you hear about it?
Yeah, because I always hang out with Tristan, and he came by and he told me that he's been planning to sing with you guys for such a long time, and I was like, he's always been having a passion for music, and I'm like happy to see that he's actually reached out and did something with it. And
Tristan or Andrew?
Andrew.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so like I just got like, and he told me about it, and I was like, yeah, I would love to. I love performing. I used to be in a band when I was from 7th to 9th grade. I was I was a singer, but it was like a punk band. So I always liked the stage life.
You guys had a name?
Yeah, it was called. We were named after a Metallica song. It was called "Disposable Heroes."
All right, shout out to Disposable Heroes.
Yeah, the biggest action I ever got was playing at the Glass House. Like I was,
nice.
Yeah, and I was a little kid, so
cool.
it was a lot of fun. But the Cypher Connection was the whole idea of being able to like come into an environment where everybody's welcoming and everybody wants to hear what everybody else has to say.
Yeah.
Because some people don't have the guts to say what they need to say. So them being able to go there and share their thoughts, and people just having love, and the way how we do the meditation in the beginning of all of it, it just keeps. It makes me, because I'm from Chino and like it's not that far for me, but it makes me want to like go out there. I wish it wasn't just once a month, Like I know that one place, the Cool Lab, they do it every Thursday.
Yeah.
That sounds crazy, but like I can't come here all the time.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But the Cypher Connection it's like home for me. It's like for me now.
Oh, yay! I'm glad. Well, we're happy to have you.
I'm happy just being there and be able to like say what I want to say, and for people to listen and just. I don't want no fame out of it. I just want to be able to like do music, do whatever, anything I can.
Yeah. So, do you have any like new projects going on? Any upcoming shows that you want to tell people about?
I'm just doing open mics, to be honest. Like I'm always open for new opportunities. So if anybody ever knows anybody that needs like a corny guitar player, I'll be a great add to it, and I would really love to reach out more this summer. That's one of my main goals. Just to be able to play somewhere pretty big.
Okay. So speaking of goals, like what's your 2020 goal or beyond? Like as far as your music career. Oh, music career.
It's just I want to play a lot more shows. I want to start opening for people. I want to also like make more like I want to outreach, like do hip hop with some people, and then that's mostly what I'm like aiming towards with there. Hopefully come up with some better writing techniques as well.
Okay. All right. Well, we look forward to all the new stuff you got going on in the future. And yeah, we'll see you at the next one.
Yeah, was it going to be next month on?
Every first Tuesday. Every first Tuesday of the month, y'all.
All right, I just needed to understand. So,
Yeah.
so I'll for sure be there. So I'll see you on next
All right.
first Tuesday of the month.
Yes. All right, cool.
That's
Thanks.
what's up. So I want to close out with this, just to ask a question. Every superhero has a power. What is yours? What's your power? What's your superpower?
It's a great question. It's a great debate amongst my friends. A lot of my friends say they want invincibility. I don't know why.
No,
But
I'm talking about something that's real. Like you're like, wow, I know this. I got this.
I wouldn't mind having Spider-Man's powers, to be honest.
No.
No, as far as like
what's
life.
your superpower now?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh.
what can you do? Like,
What could
now?
I do?
Can you read minds? Are you good with connecting people?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I've actually gotten pretty good at reading people's body language, to be honest.
What's your thing?
Yeah,
Okay.
so I know when someone's just not interested in somebody who's just interested, You
Yeah.
can just read the tells. That's something I'd actually learn.
You should write a song about body language. Like one up on John Mayer with Body is a Wonderland.
No, I might just do body language. That's what I'm going to call it.
Yeah.
I'll let y'all know.
It is. Give Kiki some credit on that.
Absolutely. She's going to sing back up on that one.
you go.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Hey, Trip Digital Radio Sound Art Expression. Dogma. We'll be back.
Good job.
Trip Digital Radio Sound Art Expression. DJ Journey Kiki. We're back. New guests.
New
Who do
guest.
we have?
We have another guest that came to our very first Cypher Connection. We got a comedian up in the house.
Comedian.
Yeah.
What's going on, guys?
My boy Galyn is here.
Galyn, what's
Glad
going
to
on?
be here. Glad to be here. Man,
Thanks
happy
for
to be
coming.
alive, dude.
So what's the funniest thing that you've seen this year? I'm going to go right into it. What's the funniest thing you've seen this year? I'm like, I got to work this into my material. What's that thing? Trump, like you name it. Like
I don't
what
talk
is it?
about politics. I try to talk about like my family and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Man, but I've just been working a lot and doing shows and stuff, so I haven't really had a chance to like get out in the world. But the funniest thing that happened today was during the day I delivered for Amazon, and today these two huge like black lab mixed with Rottweilers just started chasing me down, right? But they just wanted to play. The dogs literally took the package out of my hand and like started playing with me.
Oh,
I thought I was gonna die, dude. I thought I was gonna die. I was running away. It was crazy.
Maybe it was their bones in the package, or they were
could have been
looking for the
treats.
doggy toys or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, so I asked this question because a comedian is always scanning for new material. So
Right.
just asking, but that's pretty funny. You're still here, so they
Still
didn't
here,
kill you.
man.
You
Still
made
here.
it.
Yeah.
You made it. So Galyn, where are you from?
I was born in Florida.
Okay.
People say that explains a lot. Don't know what that means.
I don't either.
Okay, what part?
Fort Walton Beach, it's like white trash Alabama, like even more white trash Alabama.
Okay.
It's like right below, so like they still get hit with hurricanes and stuff where I'm from.
Yeah.
But we moved out here when I was 3.
Oh, wow.
So Huntington Beach is what I claim.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So you're not white trash.
Yeah, you're HB.
Sometimes I've reused Q-tips, so I mean I don't know.
That's not white trash.
Really? You've done it?
That's just nasty.
Yeah. So Galyn, when did you start your comedic career?
October of 2018.
Oh, you know the year.
I know the date.
Oh, wow.
I know the place.
Why is that so specific?
And I mean, it was just like a start of a whole new life.
Uh-huh.
It was just like the first a lot of times obviously sucked. Like they weren't good. You're just starting something new. You don't really, it's hard to be funny in front of a group of people, especially when you first start.
Mhm.
And you go to an open mic where most of the comedy open mics are much different from what you guys had
Mhm.
at the Cypher Connection. Most of the time it's people on their phones not wanting to listen to what other people, we're just trying to get through it, get our time up and go home.
Mhm. Do you feel like the comedy open mics it's just a crowd of other comedians?
Most of the time, yeah.
Yeah.
Most of the time, yeah.
So you don't really have an audience. You just
Right, but I mean now that's just in the beginning because you don't know anybody, so
Uh-huh.
everybody's judging you much harder than they would if like it was your homie. But now that you're friends with everybody in the scene, it's better. But in the beginning, it's rough.
Mm.
Starting anything new, jumping into a field where everybody's much more experienced than you, and you have to like catch up,
Right.
is difficult in any field.
So what made you make that move?
My uncle had just died.
Oh.
And so I was just thinking, like, man, like, life is not, you can't take it for granted. So I was like, you know what? This is something that I've always had an interest in. I've always been told I should do it. And so I tried it, and now I do it.
Nice.
Yeah.
So were you always like the funny guy in class, like the class clown type?
Funny that you mentioned that. My mom was recently going through old school papers, and she found suspension papers from when I was 6.
Oh my goodness.
And on it, they wrote that I was uncontrollable, which then they defined by teacher cannot control him. And then they wrote that he won't stop laughing and making smart remarks to other students and staff, which I thought was hilarious at age 6 that I got suspended for 2 days for making jokes.
Wow, age
Yeah.
6. So
Yeah.
basically that's when you started.
Yeah, you can see that, yeah.
Yeah.
Technically.
Yeah, 2018 was just like the first time you performed on stage, yeah?
Yeah.
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 Okay. And where was that at?
Centerfield's Bar in Huntington Beach off Beach Boulevard. There was 3 people there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And how did you do?
I mean, not good.
No?
Not good. I think the only laugh I got was because I think I said something like, wow, this is a lot harder than it looks like.
Mm.
And other comics recognized it, like, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It really is.
It is. It is. So, you're Orange County. So explain to everyone how the Orange County comedic scene is like.
It's a mix. Well, it was very like it was like a turf war kind of thing. It was weird because there's certain groups, like you guys are a group. There's certain groups that have their shows, and they would book people on those shows that they liked, and they wouldn't book other people, and vice versa. And so it was kind of like that.
Oh.
But then something came along, and everybody just kind of forgot all the beefs, and now it's like it's kind of cool.
It's a whole community.
It's a community now. It's cool.
Yeah.
I found out about the Cypher connection through an Instagram page called Orange County Stand Up.
Shout out to Orange County Stand Up.
They shared your guys' flyer, and I was like, that sounds interesting. And it really was. It really was interesting. I think I was the first comic to go up, and I had just followed someone doing like meditation. She had like that
Sound bowl.
the sound bowl, and I
Mhm.
was thinking this whole time, like, how am I supposed to make these people laugh after this? Like, you know what I mean? Like, everybody's all calm and relaxed, and I'm like, my mom's an alcoholic. It's a big jump.
Yeah. So other than that, how did your experience go at the Cypher Connection?
Oh, it was great. It was great. I've been meaning to come back, but I've just had other stuff going on the Tuesday. I wish you guys did it more than once, but
Yeah.
I know the production's hard.
Well, I mean, if that's the demand, then
Hey, if you guys
Yeah.
did it more, I'd show up more.
yeah. Well,
It's hard when it's one day.
We'll work on that. We'll work on
All
that.
right.
Yeah. Yeah. So what do you have going on, like right now, since you're so busy on Tuesday?
Tuesdays I usually go down to there's a brewery show in Santa Ana, so I'm usually doing that.
Okay.
But I produce a podcast also.
Nice.
It's called Barely Serious. It's a lot of fun. It's just have local people that like are the funniest people that you don't know yet, and then I'll have like famous people, random people come on and just mix it up in between. And so it's a lot of fun.
So you have like famous like comedians come through? Or?
Sometimes, but
Like-
I like the odd things. So like I had Riley Jensen, the porn star,
Interesting.
on, and that I learned a lot.
Mm.
That one's actually the number one. I learned a lot of stuff that you would never even know
Yeah.
about the industry.
That industry.
It was crazy. Yeah.
So it's like informative show type.
Yeah,
too.
yeah. Just ask questions, tell jokes, mess around. Like I had my ex-girlfriend on, my first ex-girlfriend.
Oh.
Hadn't seen her in 4 years.
Nice.
Wow.
We recorded in my car. She hopped in. I was like, hit record.
Is that all you guys did in the car?
Oh.
Yeah.
You gotta answer that.
No,
Joke.
yeah. No comment.
Let's do the podcast and then let's do what we do.
Yeah. I know it's been a while, but
So where can we find your podcast then?
it's everywhere.
Mm.
Apple, Spotify, Stitcher. There's like 6 others, but I don't know those.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I got a question. So what was your inspiration? Did you have any mentors that you looked up to? You don't have to know them, but Chappelle or any of those guys that you kind of studied.
I could answer both. For like a famous or someone that I know, would be Daniel Tosh for sure. Like I grew up watching all his stuff, like his stand-up specials. I know them by heart. Like so he's definitely someone. The one dude that there's always in anything. There's always that one dude you just want to shake their hand and be like thanks.
Yeah.
He's that one dude. It's like I gotta shake that dude's hand, but he never comes out. So, and then for someone that I personally know would be Grant Cotter. He headlines all the time around here. He started here. He's been doing comedy a long time. And I saw him at the Irvine Improv headlining. And that's when I was there and I was like, man, this is where I decided that I should do it. Right. And so I talked to him after the show and he told me, hey, like go to this open mic, do this, whatever. Did it, talked to him a little bit, started grinding every night, all that stuff. And he told me, he's like, hey, and if you keep this up for 2 years, I'll let you open for me. And then 6 months later, I was opening for him at the Irvine Improv, the same place where it happened at. Yeah, it was a crazy full circle moment.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of the Comedy Cellar in New York?
Yeah.
And Seinfeld and all those guys.
All those dudes just dropping in. Dave Attell, all those dudes. Yeah.
Have you been there?
I have not.
Yeah.
I have not been to New York.
Yeah.
So you've just done comedy here in SoCal?
No, I travel up and down California.
Okay.
A lot in Sacramento, San Francisco, and then Bend, Oregon, and then surrounding cities. It's a lot of fun. I'm going to be in Bend in March if anybody's listening. All right,
yeah. Bend in March. So what is your goal? Like, what is your comedic dream?
That's a tough question, but to say that I've made it would just be like I could pay my bills off comedy. I think that if you're able to do that, you made it. People think that to make it, you have to be like the man. You have to be Kevin Hart. You have to be someone that everybody knows. If you're there's thousands. Okay, maybe not thousands. There's a few hundred comedians that you've never heard of, that you will never hear of, that make a living just touring and doing comedy. And so I think that every single one of those people has made it, and that would be my dream job, is to pay my bills off talking in the microphone.
Yeah.
So, I mean, most comedians, they do the comedy circuit, they do the shows and everything like that, and then they cross over to acting. Are you thinking of doing the same thing?
That is an interest of mine, yeah.
Okay.
I would be very interested in that.
All right.
I do sketches and stuff that I post on my Instagram and YouTube and stuff, but it's nothing like transitioning into acting or anything like that. It's just stupid little sketches.
Yeah. Okay. Well, because of Orange County stand-up, I noticed that there's a lot of your comedians out here in Orange County. And that was a surprise to me because honestly, like, I haven't even heard a lot of like open mics for just stand-up. So what can we do, or what do you think we can do to help bring light to that scene?
Just you guys existing, actually. I haven't been to. I only went to the first one, but there were some people there that I hadn't seen in a while. So you guys definitely branched out, and people heard. I think that there's a lot of open mics that are disappearing due to lack of people buying stuff, like at the bars. So the bars are just like, can't do this anymore. Fill a time slot with something else. And so you guys just existing in a spot where a lot of comics don't have a lot of money, and you guys don't ask us for money to perform. So that's just you guys existing is day one.
Okay, so what kind of advice would you give to comedians that are starting out?
I am in actually no position comedically in length to give advice to anyone.
Sure you are.
Yeah.
That's
I
so
mean, you had a start and you have that
Don't stop
experience.
believing.
Okay, I will say this. If you're just starting out, don't post any videos of like your first sets or anything, because like they suck. They're garbage. Everything I've posted like in the past, I've deleted. Like it's like I'll rewatch it now and I'm like, oh my god, like that was horrible. And like I'll probably the videos that I have now, I'll probably say the same thing in a year.
So don't post until you're really funny.
Like don't post until like it's like not like a hey I'm doing this. It's like a hey I'm doing this. Like when you're serious about it. That's when you should come out of the closet, you know. And just,
Yeah.
Stay in the closet until
Yeah.
you're fun.
yeah, for real. Exactly.
So how did that change for you? Like, what did you do that made you feel more confident as your comedy progressed?
Just going up as much as I could.
Just keep doing
Yeah,
it.
just keep doing
Just
it. The more
keep-
you do it, the better you get. The more you're able to write. Just try, and just learn and accept that you're gonna bomb sometimes. Everybody does. There's all those stories of Chappelle bombing in front of like a whole stadium. Reasons that were, you know, but it was still him. So like, yeah, it's just have fun, you know.
Well, there you go. There was a lot of advice right there.
All right, well,
Mentor.
yeah, someone else's mentor.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe
well
one
thanks
day.
for coming.
I
What's up,
appreciate
man?
you guys.
Thanks
Thank you.
for coming through. Trip Digital Radio, Sound Art Expression, Cypher Connection. We'll be back. Trip Digital Radio, Sound Art Expression. We're back. Cypher Connection, Kiki. Who do we have?
We've got another artist that came for our first Cypher Connection, an entertainer,
Boom.
my boy, Rudy Six.
Rudy Six, what's up?
Hello, friends.
Oh my God! It's Rudy. Settle down.
You guys, get out of here. Hey, I thought you said we'd have security, Kiki.
Oh, sorry.
Oh my God, all these people.
They're at the door. The bullies, the big guys.
They're just bill
at the door.
collectors.
All right, Rudy. We'll tell the people where you're from.
Oh, God. Starting there, I'm from Anaheim.
From Anaheim. So Orange County. Okay.
Yep.
Keeping
yep.
it local.
Yeah, I feel a way about it,
Question.
but that's fine.
The most famous person from Anaheim.
Gwen Stefani's the person that comes to mind.
Ooh,
All right, got you.
yes.
She went
Always-
to my
Yeah.
my high school's rival marching band.
Okay.
Deep nerd cut.
So you were in marching band?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What did you play?
The unsung baritone horn.
Oh,
Mhm.
wow.
Steve Carell and the 40-year-old virgin played the baritone as well.
Oh.
So we're in good company.
You chose that instrument?
Don't do that to me.
I just
Yes,
want to
I
know.
did.
Okay.
Well, it's I played trombone in junior high and tenor sax, and I got tired of this frickin' flinging the damn slide of the trombone. But it's the same note structure. It transfers most naturally to the baritone horn. I was like, I just want 3 keys to deal with. I can manage that.
Yeah. Okay.
Not anymore.
Still playing?
Nope.
No?
Oh.
Alright.
Not anymore. But I got all of, like my music theory. You know, I can compose because of
Nice.
my marching band experience.
So do you play any instruments now?
I mean, no, I can play Lean on Me on the keyboard because shout out to C major, and that's about it.
Okay.
C major is a note, by the way.
I figured that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I play a little bit
to
too.
all my uneducated.
I just wasn't in the
non-music
marching
people.
band.
You were getting down at Kulab not long ago.
Oh yeah, that's right. I did do that. I sang, yeah.
Can you bust something real quick? I know it's.
What did I sing?
I know I just turned the tables on you.
I know.
Was it
This
an
is supposed to be an
original?
interview
Okay,
of
all right.
him.
Later, we'll outro.
You
It
invited,
was-
you invited
it
the
was
host
Hard
to
Place.
interview.
I know.
That's what you get.
I sang Hard Place by her.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was fabulous.
Yeah.
You killed it. I
Aw,
remember you were so
thanks.
nervous that day, and then
Yes.
I told you you'd crush it. And you did.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. But this is about you.
I know. We'll be back.
We'll be back. So tell the people what kind of artist you are.
So I started off first doing, I was a visual artist as a kid. I studied animation in school, fell out of love
wow.
with that, and realized music was the jam. And so I'm a singer-songwriter, and then down the line, I've just been peeling back layers of myself. So I just recently started doing comedy and drag as well.
Nice.
So I'm really, like, recently as in weeks old, and I'm really excited about it.
So where are you doing drag at?
Right now, in my room.
Okay.
So I want to be able to do it right, and I'm still healing from my ankle injury last year, so the heels game ain't ready, and I'm like, I know I know about gays, and I'm about to get dragged by my people. So I'm right now just doing, I'm gonna be working on my makeup, my mug, being able to beat my face, quote unquote. And I'm going to get in drag and stream on Twitch. I'm going to marry some interests, video games and
Wow.
drag.
Wow.
Get it cracking.
So you're still doing visual.
100%.
Yeah.
Have to.
Oh wow, that's amazing. Yeah, I want to actually like speak it into existence even more. Have more visual artists come to the Cypher Connection and do some like freestyle.
Yes.
We did have
Absolutely.
one that just happened. Like I spoke to him and he was like just sketching or whatever. He went to the store, bought paint, came back,
What?
and just like
He did like a free painting.
Yeah,
That's
I want more
incredible.
of that. So if you know any more visual artists,
I'll
tell
start
them to come
hunting.
through.
I'll tell him.
Yeah. Thanks. Okay. Um. Okay. So what kind of artists inspired you?
I'm very, like, I don't know, artists that really embody their craft, that artists that take it home with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like people or artists that seem to put on a facade just for the performance. I like when, like, my art is like my existence. I'm trying to structure everything I do around what I do and all that. So, I don't know, like people that just really perform their ass off. Can I cuss on this? Is that too much?
No,
I
you're
do
good.
Andre 3000, musically, Andre
Hey.
3000 is
Nice.
one. Lady Gaga is one for
Yes.
sure.
Yes.
Just really stellar performers. Gosh, Orange County, a number of like emo bands like My Chemical Romance. These aren't
Nice.
necessarily from Orange County, but Orange County is definitely driven by that emo and punk scene.
Right.
Even the hip hop music is, and I
Yeah.
love that. Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that like my flow is a little bit like them until like, I didn't get into them until I had enough people tell me like, oh, like you listen to Bone Thugs, and I was like, not at all. I just get my black card taken away left and right.
You said so. Your flow is something like that. Can you
Not
demonstrate
freestyle, but
that?
yeah, I've things that I've written. Gosh, what's a good one? Surreal. That's gonna be coming up soon. I've been getting a little bit lost in you, sitting down here in the bottom of your tower, just trying to get a little glimpse of your power. Feel like I've been here for hours, and I want to see the light at the end of your tunnel. Want to let all of that glory funnel, let it wash on me, get it cascade and cover everything. Cause I just got back from body school, and I still got learning to do. When I look at you, I fall deeper into your whirlpool. And I forgot.
Okay, I can
Ooh.
see
Do you see
how that last word is kind of harmonic,
Yeah.
which is Bone Thugs and Harmony. Got
That's
you.
really what it
Yeah,
is, the harmony.
That's what it is.
And,
Yeah.
can't
So
demonstrate
that's
a
your
harmony.
song?
Yeah.
Oh, I like it.
That's I've got a lot of things in the vault from last year because I really just sat in depression, and this is the year that I'm like stepping on out with all
Okay.
my things.
Do you have anything out already?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got a couple singles out. I've got a Halloween mixtape out. All Rudy Six, RUDYSIX on the streaming things. I always like to shout out Deezer because nobody likes to plug
Oh yeah,
Deezer.
Deezer. Shout out to our UK team over there.
Oh, a shout out! Oh,
Yes.
go on!
Yes.
I picked the right one. Great. But amongst the popular ones or the more popular ones as well. But yeah, so I'm excited because I'm really excited about these next projects I'm putting out.
Yeah. So do you have any music videos? Because like visually, like that's your thing.
I am that person. I have a music video in the vault for a song called Retrograde that's coming out. Not really. Actually haven't really done a full-fledged music video just yet. And it's because I'm such a visual person, I've been a little bit apprehensive about it because I want to do it right. I don't want to, half booty.
Okay.
I don't want to be half booty Rudy. I want to do it right and really do it to the standard that I have for myself.
So you're from Anaheim. So tell the people like how the Orange County music scene is here.
I love it. I used to hate Orange County vocally, publicly. I still don't like it, but I love it in spite of. I'm a black gay man in Orange County. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say that. I could go on for hours, but so I had a lot of animosity towards Orange County, just growing up in it because I was always too much of something for someone. Or not enough of something for someone, and I just got tired. But it wasn't until I got out of college and really first committed myself to really getting into music more deliberately that I discovered even just the people that I've met here in Santa Ana over the past 4-ish years have really turned around my perspective on diversity in Orange County. And like people, I feel like the music scene in Orange County is, I feel like a lot of it comes from how I was feeling about Orange County, at least the ones that I listened to. So I feel like there's a lot of people that have a lot of pent up aggression and anger towards like not being seen or being like put into a box based on, you know, a couple reality shows. And but you know, I think that it has a heavy inspiration from the emo scene, from the punk scene, and it's just, you never know what you're gonna get in Orange County.
So what would you like to see happen for the music industry here? Or
oh man, I just think it should keep going. I think that so many good things are already happening. I want the perspective of Orange County to shift based on the art and the music here.
Yeah.
We're not just Disneyland. We're not just Newport, Irvine, and south of that. We're so much more than the superficial mess that we've become.
Yeah.
I want to add on to that, and I always add on my 2 cents, being from New York and moving here.
Yeah.
It's leadership. It's always been leadership, and that's for any small town that competes with a bigger city or anything like that. You need governors, you need leaderships, you need people that are organizing different things. Like Kiki,
100%.
She's organizing, you know, performances and organizing different things for artists to be heard, and then the higher organizations can see that organization and say, wow, I want to contribute to that because that seems like it's together and you have a representative that's speaking for those artists. So leaders, if you're listening, join in. Start organizing for great talent.
Let's all come together and make it happen.
And like, just to tag onto that, like even just seeing how you, Kiki, have like pulled the Cypher connection together, and like you are a leader in Orange County, and I love that, and I love being able to come out to things like this because we need multiple leaders. Because I see myself as that too, but it takes so many more because some leaders have rough years, and we need people. The ship's gonna keep moving, you know.
Yeah, we need community, we need support. Yeah, all of that.
And we got that. Come on down to Orange County.
Let's go.
Not Orange County, Florida.
So what's new, Rudy? What do you got coming up for 2020?
So many.
Tell us
exciting
what's
things.
going on.
I'm just throwing my hat back into the ring of basically things that I've sort of set to the side while I get myself together. So I'm going to be releasing a lot of music this year, and I'm very excited about it. I've got a project called Nuclear Winter that I'm putting out. I'm putting out a demo version of it next month, and then a full-scale version of it winter 2020, coming this holiday season.
Okay.
So that's my friend my homie Downstance. He's done things for me for Carlton Fresh. He's out in New Hampshire, and just cranking out some. He calls it Witch House. I love it. There's also a producer named Mellow Thing who does a lot of producing for hip hop artists out here in Santa Ana, and I'm putting out my project with him, which is pretty much done. That's going to be my spring and summer jam. And, you know, I'll be doing drag in multiple forms. I'm going to be playing video games and just doing things that I thoroughly enjoy with, like, a steady foundation of, like, a better job, a better situation. And I'm just trying to bring the positivity this year.
All right. Thanks. Thanks for coming through.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Trip Digital Radio, Sound Art Expression. Man, definitely keep doing your thing. Come back. We want to hear about the new projects.
At Sixy SIXYBB.
Okay, thanks for clarifying that.
Oh, that's
I mean, I spent a month changing it every day to figure it out. Like, so it's important.
we noticed.
No, I'm glad. I've been tagged very incorrectly, but by no one's fault other than my own.
So, all right. We'll be back.